You want the girl that everybody wants this girl, but she can choose any guy, but she's choosing you. You need to make a decision. Are you taking your life to save your friends? And they're your friends, they're not your family. They're not your son, they're not your daughter.
You are having all of these successful $1 million pound companies. How did you get to this point?
But I started not as a business. I didn't start my business in my 20s. So at the beginning I had no skills, but I had the network. And then
Smart.
I put myself on purpose working inside because I needed to get skills. Super successful, a lot of money, all the glory. Suddenly, few wrong decisions, boom, the money, I don't know what's happening with your personal money, but I think he's still very wealthy.
Today's guest is Andrey Yashunsky, a man who lived several lives. From elite Israeli special forces and air marshal in the Secret Service to the founder and CEO of Prytek, a multinational tech group managing over 700 million deals. Andrew is also a shareholder of a membership club Nikita and restaurant Mr. Nice in London. In this episode, we will discover how one person could manage so many roles, success or happiness, or maybe both. Today we are going to talk about survival, identity, and strengths behind all of it. Hi, Andrew.
Hi,
Thank you for being here.
thank you for having me.
I'm having a very deep and honest conversation for you today. So I want to know who you are right now and right here without having all of those accomplishments, success, military service that you had, millions, companies and funds.
That's a question I was not expecting. Who am I as a human? I don't know, it's a normal person that's just trying to achieve and solve some problems in his life and taking care of my family.
Let's start and come back to your past. So you served in Maglan, one of the most elite special forces in Israel. From 5,000 candidates, only few could made it, and you was one of them. So how did the army and special forces shaped you as a person?
Do some small correction, not not few, because it teams. Teams is 24 people, and there are two teams in every 4 months. They take in two teams. So basically, in a year, there are like around 100 people, or 120 people are joining to Maglan unit. It's one of the elite units. There are several other units. I will not say my best. This is the constant argue between the units who is the best and who is the worst. Special unit is a special unit. You have a very long training. Just in the regular life, first of all, you don't know anything. Then they teach you. They give you. And the difference between regular units, it's a level of responsibility that you can take upon yourself. So in regular life, it's the same. The less responsibility you're carrying, the smaller compensation you get. Special forces do special operations, so the responsibility is very high. To do special operations, you need to be very skilled.
Yeah.
Just in regular life, if you are not skilled, so you'll get small responsibility to be a cleaner, because you don't have a skill to be in a counter. If you're in a counter, you're a lawyer, and suddenly you can achieve, and now you're evolving, you're becoming a manager, and then you become an investment banker, so you can do deals, so you can, the more skilled, the higher responsibility, the bigger the projects. So same things goes from the business to an army. So an army, basically, it's a microcosmos of a real life. And I would say the fact that you wanted to get there as a teenager, like a 17-year-old, that wanted to be there, I didn't understand that I want to have a big responsibility, because it was coming by nature, right? So I want to achieve things. So what do you need? I want to become a 1,000-meter runner, best runner in the world. So how do I do this? You need to work out, right?
Yeah, you do have special
But you know,
things
there's
that you
okay,
have to go
just
through.
I'm going to run a lot. No, it will not help you. So you need to do different type of training and achieve very high efficiencies and skills in this type of trainings to become best in this training.
Do you still remember the hardest day in your military service?
Actually, the hardest I remember. This is always easy to remember. You always remember the most emotional days. So the hardest day, yeah, it was a training day, by the way.
What was the most emotional one then?
Emotional is when you finish the training, when you're getting the pin. This is the most emotional. It's like when one of my team members said to his wife, it says, the marriage was very nice, but me finishing the combat route of 2 years was much nicer. It was much more exciting.
Do I understand correct that you cannot define the most difficult day? All of them were quite difficult.
No, there was a difficult day. I remember the most difficult day because I passed out at this. It was like my body didn't take it anymore, and I basically passed in the last kilometer of. It was we've been drawing. We did an operation. We've been withdrawing from this operation, but it was a drill. It was a drill operation. But I was carrying like 85 kilos, very high bags in my and plus I was carrying a wounded. So my body was
shocked.
Yeah, but and it's been like for I think like for 20 kilometers in the row, and usually you are being changed when you're carrying a wounded and you have 4 guys carrying the wounded, but nobody came to change me and I said, guys, I'm going to I cannot hold it. Like, but you push your body to the limits, and it's good. It's meaning that if you reach to this point, you pushed your body to the limits, then you recover and you finished it. But it's meaning that's the only, because if you're not passing out, you didn't push it into the limit.
I see. So for you, it was kind of the definition and the result that you do everything right and you're on the right track when you're passing out.
So you need to check so you never even close to check your body, okay? You're saying, okay, let's say you train, you're exhausted, and say, I can't anymore. From the moment I can't to where you can finish, it's 3 times higher.
I see.
So you did only 10 reps, okay? And say, I can't anymore. It's like failures, right, in the gym for guys who train. Failures is meaning that your body that's it, failed. So the idea of pushing your body to the limit, it's where you're failing. Also
that's very interesting concept. But does this warrior and soldier still lives inside of you today?
I don't think there is a warrior or soldier. I think there are some different characters of looking at the. You have your goals, you have your mission. You know what you need to do, and by any means you need to do it. Okay, so this is not. It's more a character. But I think I had it before, even the army. I think the army just made it more stronger. And in the army, you learn the world of responsibility, because if you're not responsible for what you do, you'll not finish the mission. You'll not take the responsibility. Other people will get hurt. So it's much. If you are now responsible of taking this group of soldiers and bringing from here to here, and you missed one, you forgot one.
Yeah,
you were not responsible
for your team. Yeah,
you're responsible for your team, and then you need to explain to his mother why you didn't keep his life. Why he didn't keep him alive. Yeah.
Very interesting question I want to ask. What is their differences or the same things that you apply right now with your companies, with your team, while you was applying it in military service?
My teams, so my companies, the way I structure my group, it's I don't lead the operation. I think the operation can be led only by organic officers. I'm more like a general and a visionary. We've been structuring a certain vision. If a general comes to lead a team of soldiers, they'll not listen to him. They will listen to their officer. He is their brother. Okay, when they will see an authority in the general that they need to obey, but it will not be a natural naturally, the closest officer to the management, this is a part of the family.
Yeah.
The higher the hierarchy in the organization, you need to run that as a bureaucratic organization, and there is a reason for that. There is an authority, there is a pyramid of responsibilities, and a time attention of management. If I'm a general going down right now to do a small operation, first of all, I lost my focus on running my operation.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm doing something that will have insignificant value on the entire. So it's like a CEO go and do sales.
I understand what you mean.
So today I build my group and I found myself being a general. But I started from selling the products in which we were investing, and but then I found out I'm not actually quite good at it. So I needed, and I was pushing myself higher and higher and higher by replacing the layers of where people are stronger than me. And then I say, okay, I will buy this company. They know how to do it. They're doing that. So I don't need to be here.
Yeah, I got it.
Going up.
I got it.
So I need to now look for the next thing. Okay, so I'm starting to look and managing my time in more macro, like generals when they're leading many operations. So now there is something happening in that area. He will be focusing on that team. Now there is something happening in this area, but he always keeping the macro.
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? What's the military? What's the artillery? The Air Force? He has a general by himself.
I got it.
And
got it.
It's like he needs to orchestrate inside this
what needs to be
chaos
done.
Of information. Yeah. This is, and eventually, any businessman, it's a chaos of information where you need to orchestrate and focus where you are have the highest value by yourself, and things that you have lowest value, delegate to others.
That's insightful. I have a question regarding what would you give your life for without a second thought?
I know. So we have, of course, the closest ones, my kid, my family. This is the most natural things. But I think close friends, it's the second layer. Like in Judaism, we have the concept of invisible walls, okay? What is an invisible wall? Between people, there are invisible walls. Like, I will not give anything for you, you'll not give anything for me. But we will exchange something, one with each other, okay? If we want to get married, you give me some of your time, give me my time, we continue this path together, you give me kids, and then give you partnership.
Yeah, it's always a synergy.
It's an exchange, okay, of mutual interest, okay, between two basically unrelated people. When these walls are being broken, when the exchange is not exchange, but it's giving without taking, it's when actually you manage to break this by becoming best friends, becoming a family. Naturally, it's coming from when it's your son or daughter. It's like that's a natural path. Your parents, it's less natural than it's your daughter. Like one minus, you're ready to give for them more than for your parents or organically. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's a one minus. There is above this like the parents. Then there is very close friends. Sometimes friends can be even closer than the family. So there are different type of friends, and then the different. So it's a matter of how you build. So this wall is disappearing, the closer it becomes. And once you're starting to give without taking, this is basically answered your question. Those are the people who are ready to give everything for them. Brother in arms, one of the closest types of relationship that you have, and this is why people jumping on grenades.
Yeah.
To save their friends. This is the highest level of sacrificing you can give. So in a second of millisecond, you don't have moment to think. You need to make a decision. Are you taking your life to save your friends? And they're your friends. They're not your family. They're not your son. They're not your daughter. But soldiers do that. And the reason why they're doing that is...
what is that? Yeah.
Molière had The Beggar, I think it was a book called The Beggar. He was talking about that two guys can have love between themselves, but not romantic love,
Yes.
but emotional love, such connection that this is like even higher than a romantic love. It's something very close. He was trying to describe that, but he's like, you're ready to give anything for him at that moment. It's something very contextual. It's have a context, moment, and emotion connected. At that moment of time, you're ready to give anything for the other side.
Got it.
Like in the other moment of time, maybe you have some doubts already, but at that moment of time, it's like you mix of the emotions and same things goes, but you're ready to give at the moment of time, at the right moment, and the right emotion, and of the right person. It's all come together. You're ready to give everything for this person.
That's
and this is the moment when people are jumping on grenades.
I got
plenty of stories from Israel when people sacrifice themselves for their brothers.
Andrew, what defines weakness, like weak person from the strong person, in your opinion?
Weak person and a strong person. Resilience. It's when you run a marathon, you have pain for a few hours of running. Resilience, holding this pain for a long time. Because everybody can be... you're weak if you're giving... sometimes giving up, like you play chess. Okay, so you give up. So there's a normal way when you understand you lost. So before you're losing, and so chess players are giving up, right? So it's not weakness. It's something. It's a part of the path. Okay, I lost.
Part of the game.
It's part of the game. When you play. Weakness, it's where you're just giving up.
Got it.
There's still a path. You're giving up. And people who rely on you, basically you give up, but you default them as well. So and this is weakness. For me, it's weakness. When you have responsibility, carrying your responsibility till the end. When your ship is sinking, and you're a captain, you're the last one to go off the ship. Because there are people who rely on you.
This
is why it's a jail thing. If you jump from the ship, like there was an Italian guy like 6-7 years ago, I don't remember, who was jumped from the ship and left everyone on the board when the ship was sinking.
Yeah, so
he went to jail.
This is the real weakness.
So this is weakness. Sometimes you need to admit a defeat. You lost, and you start all over. So losing, it's fine, it's part of the path, but it's need to come when, let's say, like you did everything is possible in your power to win. Now, you can do mistakes, but you just did a mistake. So sometimes mistakes bring you to defeat.
Yeah.
And in companies, many companies, so especially people who are going with venture funds, so investing in venture, they'll have more defeats than wins. But the counting on the one big win or two big wins, that will change.
This is something I exactly want to talk with you right now about your business side of you. You started in your early 20s when you didn't have like a wealthy family, or you didn't have yet a lot of exits. How did you get to this point where you are having all of these successful $1 million pound companies, funds, how did you get to this point?
So, but I started not as a business. I didn't start my business in my 20s. I just got released from the army at 22.
Yeah.
Then I joined another organization in Israel. I was working as an air marshal in the airlines. And so I basically, I had my path. I never thought I'm going to be a businessman or banker. You need to have skills for that. So to get skills, you need to go into a business, not a business. You need to start and to work somewhere, to gain knowledge, to get management skill, then to take your team and open companies.
Yeah.
This is how you usually build businesses. All this.
Was it your case?
No, that was not my case. In the beginning, I was in a very different sphere. I was an air marshal, and I was working for Israeli It's a type of secret service organization called Shabak. My job was very different. So my cover story was that I have a company called Prytek. And but there was no such company. That was just my cover story, and I had it was prytekgmail.com. I didn't have the website, but I need to have a cover story. And I used telling the story in the airplanes when I was flying as an air marshal. And then eventually I started meeting people, and I started using the flights to get to different points in the world, to meet with different investors, our attaché of economics in different. They were already connected to different investors, and this is how I started building my network of investors. But to bring money and projects, eventually you need to find yourself somehow in the between. You either find yourself as a with no responsibility, middleman, get the fee, get out.
Yeah.
Small responsibility, manage this for me. If it's successful, you get something. Or I'll give you money as a loan. You carry the entire responsibility and give me X amount of. So there's different ways how you can participate in this flow of where money meets the projects. Okay,
You took the
the
most
responsibility,
risky
small responsibility, and no responsibility.
Yeah.
No responsibility. It's all these middlemen. Okay?
Yeah, that's obvious. You took the most risky one, so I'm interested to hear.
I started in the venture. So after being an air marshal, I got myself into a bank. Actually, I faked a resume, talking about. I had 10 years of experience of investment banker. I didn't have that. I used basically my network to give me credentials, and then I started working already inside the organizations. Basically, in the first year, I just built very high network of deal flow, investors, and skills, and then I mixed the three of these and created my first fund, and started working. And basically, we started investing money from that fund. After already having some track record, I decided to change the methodology. I didn't want to raise capital to myself, to a fund. One of my friends, basically we sit down with him. He was a very high net worth individual. He decided to invest in a model where we invest in Israeli tech companies. We license their technologies and we will sell these technologies to the banks, where I had strong relationships. And this is how we started. So we invested. We had a passive stake in the companies, in the different venture portfolios. And we were using this technology as a distributor to distribute to our clients. And this is basically, I basically went from a fake story, having a company, to get myself really inside an industry, to a bank, take over the entire team, open my own fund, and then I jumped on building something else. So if you look at the evolution of that, so at the beginning I had no skills, but I had the network. Then
Smart.
I put myself on purpose working inside because I needed to get skills. And then I got skills. And plus additional network.
Yeah.
And then already I went to my third phase. I spinned out with my skills and my network and opened my own classical vehicle with an investment vehicle. And then I went into the father and said, okay, I will raise capital not to a fund but to myself.
It's a lot of risk, to be honest.
Yeah, so just an evolution of risk. So remember, I started from the more risk you take, the higher the reward.
Yeah, return.
Sometimes it's comfortable to be a CEO of a company, sleep well, to have good salary, nice bonuses, some equity in the business, but you don't need to own the business.
I know, Andrew. I mean, by myself, I've been working in venture capital industries and in tech companies for the last 7 years. And I'm always been building the bridges, connecting people, doing the pitching presentations for startups, and the most important, fundraising. And I can tell that the fundraising is brutal. Most of the people investing into the venture capitals of funds when they trust the shareholders, the stakeholders, the managing partners. The network is the key. The closest and more loyal you are to the actual shareholders, the better result is going to be and the better fundraise is going to become successful. So I want to understand, if I would be able or if I would want to open right now a VC, what would be your top 3 suggestions, you know?
So
what to do?
Like any VCs, you need an end corp investor that trusts you, okay?
Yeah.
And you need the pipeline. You need 2 things. You need a strong pipeline, good deals. There are more money in the world than good opportunities. Mm-hmm. And what is a good opportunity? It's either there chaos of noise. So either you go and create a good opportunity by yourself. Mm-hmm. For example, you have a friend, by coincidence you know him, because you need always to ask a question, why I am here able to invest in you? Because there are tens of thousands of other investors. Why me? Why me? Why I'm here? For example, I know you, we are in the same gym. It's a good answer.
Really? Is it enough?
Yeah, sometimes. Okay. Sometimes. I know you, not from a business.
Yeah.
Another answer can be, I am Sequoia. I have one of the biggest brands in the VC world. Okay, so of course you came to me, right? But sometimes Sequoia and this guy, which is like my friend in the gym, we can meet the same by coincidence.
Yeah.
So, but you always need to answer why I am here and why this guy is raising money from here and want me as a partner.
Yeah.
Because if you can't choose anyone and you want to invest in the companies, you can choose anyone, but they chose you. Just same like with girls, right?
Yeah.
You want the girl that everybody wants, this girl, but she can choose any guy, but she's choosing you. Mm-hmm. So say, I'm lucky, okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the same thing goes with companies. And you want to invest in companies which are not in distress. There are special situation funds for distress, but this is a very different game. Mm-hmm. I know a lot about investing in distress. I've been doing this a lot, buying companies that been in distress situation, but it's a different type. It's a turnaround deals. It's like you need really to know what to do with the company after that. It's easier to invest in the companies that are growing at a very even higher valuation and just get in a good structured product. You're just 100% going to make money, but you just need to structure it right. And the company goes up, because even if you structure right, great deal, but the company will go down, it will not help you.
You're gonna lose,
You're going to find yourself chasing and trying to save something that you already. Company, so to start a VC, you need to have a good deals. I call it origination. And in capital markets, you need to have the insight. Okay, what is your insight? What do you know about this company that nobody else knows?
Yeah.
For example, they're going to close a huge contract. By coincidence, I'm working out with this guy in the gym, or we're playing something. We're just friends from kindergarten, because our kids study together. Amazing. This gives you an insight.
So it's all about networking. Yeah. So, personal connections, let's say. Sometimes even more than
what is the insight, and how do you know about this insight? Sometimes you can create the insight. What I was doing once as a mezz guy, I had a mezzanine fund. I was talking before. I was doing the origination by myself. So, for example, you had a company. I was like, amazing. I'll be back. Going for 1 month, finding a competitive company, saying, I'll give you the money to buy him. Mm-hmm. So I created the origination. Mm-hmm. This is value creation.
Yeah.
If you're creating value, you're going to get gains from this value.
Got it.
But if you're sitting and not doing anything just waiting,
of course,
that it will come. So meaning that you created value for your brand before, like Sequoia or General Atlantic, and they are coming to you naturally because everybody brings them.
Once you said, I never failed.
There were different moments, but I think I know what I meant. It's like there were different moments that I was eating myself for not doing, for failing at that moment. Mm-hmm. And when you look at this from after some time, at that moment of time, it's like, oh, what am an idiot? I could have, like, I failure, but I could have done it. But it's very easy to judge yourself in the future already.
Yeah, when you're looking at your past.
When you have a context of emotions and different things happening and situation, and you need to take a lot of dots and creating the right balance. So sometimes you think that's the best naturally decision which you can make. High achievers, eventually it's about decision making.
Yeah.
It's not about carrying bags, okay?
Of course.
And it's all about making the right decision at the right moment. So if you did the right decision at the wrong moment, or wrong decision at the right moment,
it's
you
not going to work out, yeah.
Yeah, so it's meaning you failing as a decision maker.
Yeah,
so
but...
I did fail many times. I said I did a lot of good things. I failed many things.
Is there something you would do different?
No, of course. There are many things I would have done different. Many, many things. We evolving by understanding what would have been done different. If you hear every person said, no, I would never do anything different, everything was like perfect, maybe, well done, I don't know. It's like a very successful person, very, very successful. But even him, he could have done some things differently, unless this is some Buddha, okay, I don't know, you saw a happy person, very successful.
What
it's a
would
very
you do different,
subjective
Andrew?
question. Huh?
What would you do different? What would you do different?
Specifically in my, I think, in my type of business and what we do and we build.
It could be not only about the business, you know, it could be anything in your life.
No, but anything in my life, it's very blur. It's like you need to take something. In the business, I highly recommend not to take loans. Unless it's definitely not for growth.
Yeah.
You can take the only loans you can ever, it's for trade. Like if you buy for $1 and selling for $2, you need some gap here. It's a working capital call. Don't take loans. You might take loans to acquire something, but you need to be 100% sure it's going to work. 100% sure. It's not worth to lose everything because of a round if something didn't work. And in merging and acquisitions, things not always working as good as you think. On paper, everything went perfectly, but people are people. Companies don't like to be merged. People are leaving.
Got it.
People disappearing. Now, big companies already have the infrastructure to merge companies because they're not buying companies, they're buying contracts, they're buying clients, they're buying product. Okay, this is what they need. They don't need companies.
Andrew, what about life in general? Is there any specific things you would do different?
No, I don't think. I think our path is our path. Even failing, as I said, we talked about chess game.
Yeah.
You can lose in chess game because you made the wrong decision. I should have did this and not this. But that's a game.
I agree with you. With some time, you can see the helicopter view that everything what happened in the life happens in the right time, in the right moment.
Yes. The way we need to treat life, in general, we're playing many chess games in our family. But we're starting these chess games. If you don't start a family, you didn't start the game. If you don't start a business or taking some job, you didn't start the game. You need to create as many games as possible. Let's say if hobbies, friends, this is all type of games. Okay, relationships. This is a game. It's a small games. Okay, which we play. So when you're starting a game, you can make wrong decisions inside the game, and you can lose the game.
Yeah.
You can lose your family even. You can lose your business.
You can.
You can lose your friends because you did the wrong move in the game. And in the game of chess, you need always to look 30 steps ahead.
Correct.
If I'll do this, what will be responsible? when you finish the game, you can say, I would have played like this. But but life is by starting games. Having this game becoming very successful games.
Got it.
Which will inspire you. You want to win the game.
Yeah.
You build a big family, the kids are grown up, you made a very nice family, you have very nice kids, they're very successful, you won the game.
Mm-hmm.
That was the purpose of the game. That is your win. You start the relationship, which didn't lead you anywhere, you just spent your time.
You lost the game.
You lost the game, but you can start a new one.
That's right. You always can start from the beginning. This is how all games works.
Yeah, that's the whole idea of a game.
Yeah.
Start games. Don't treat yourself too serious that I'm that big and that's. Always start the games. Always be hungry to start a new game. Otherwise, and never escape from the game.
Mm-hmm.
If you're starting to escape, this is where you're trying to remove yourself responsibility. A game is a responsibility. You're putting yourself into responsibility, but it's a game.
Got it.
And play it correctly. And there are a lot of books and knowledge and friends and mentors who can tell you how to play the game.
Yeah, instructions.
And then how to balance all the games that you have around you.
Got it, Andrew. So let's speak about one of your games. So despite the fact that you are in fintech, in tech companies, you also been in special forces, you are the shareholder of nightclub membership club in London, Nikita. You are the shareholder in hospitality restaurant Mr. Nice. And why you got into this game? So what is the reasons behind? It's completely something different from tech.
Being a shareholder, it's a game. They're different. There's a passive games, like I can be a shareholder of Amazon. Buying one stock, holding one stock, saying I'm a shareholder.
Yeah.
But this is, you're not doing anything. You just see some kind of stock goes up, goes down. Mm-hmm. You don't do anything. Dividends. Being an act, but then there the other side, you're 100% owner.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like
completely different one.
This is your game. You make the decision, you're making the strategy, you're making everything from how you building the teams, everything is by you. And then there's something in between.
Why
Hospitality.
Why nightclub membership club?
So here's why I'm telling you there are different type of, because I'm something in the middle. I'm a shareholder. Mm-hmm. I'm not owner. Okay, it's not majority mine. It's not my business. I invested in that to be part of and having a social place in the city. This social place, it's the only place where basically I'm coming to enjoy. This one, by the way, it's always in every city. I always have clubs or restaurants. I enjoying from this investment because this place, people give without taking.
Yeah.
You put it once, and in every place where you're receiving without taking, it's a place where you enjoy. Mm-hmm. So socially, and then you can host other people and give them. So you're getting their energy, you're getting their positive vibes. So it's a place when you're creating such places, you're creating a very nice instrument working with social. By giving them this place, you're receiving all the energy from all the community around you. And you can use that later on for business. If you invite somebody to close a deal, you invite it to your restaurant, to your club, you're enjoying, you're breaking the ice, but it's in your home. Mm-hmm. You didn't invite him to some. Yeah. It's like not going to a hotel, it's going to your place. It's more private.
That's
it's
very
more
nice move, you know what I mean? But what are your guilty pleasures? We want to know.
Guilty pleasures?
Yeah.
What do you mean, guilty pleasures?
Guilty pleasures, it's something that you like to do, but not everybody needs to know about that, or it's special, I don't know, sport activities, or special, I don't know, might be events, might be some food, might be travels, might be hobbies, might be communities.
I think my guilty pleasures is still having enjoying from parties, techno music. I think it's a little bit childish, but this is. I wouldn't say it's a childish, but you don't see too many high-end business owners are going. You can find them in Cannes, in Monaco for some event, meeting other friends, but this is socializing.
Yeah.
Parties and socializing, a little bit different type of parties. Both of them parties, by the way. Socializing, it's more about talking, networking, relationships, being seen in the places. This is socializing. Mm-hmm. And then there are parties, which are the opposite. You're a little bit about disconnected. It's about music. It's about, and it's a different type of people. Okay, that goes to parties and people going socializing. Mm-hmm. So for me, the partying, it's a little bit like disconnecting. Mm-hmm. The opposite. It's the place I don't want to talk about the business. I don't want to go and talk about it. So what I do, where. And so this is my little bit still guilty pleasure. This is why I still have a club, member club.
Yeah.
So it's part of this fun. But that this is the the only guilty pleasure that I think about it.
Got it. Thank you. Well, you said right. You can combine both because, for example, the top manager in Goldman Sachs, Solomon, he is the DJ and he's performing, on the public spaces. So
and his shareholders hates that.
Well, that's I think their problems. I don't know, but he do whatever he wants.
You can check. His shareholders hate this.
But he loves it and he plays his own game.
Yeah, you can even order him. By the way, seriously.
Why not?
No, seriously. If you have the right relationship, I know his manager. As a DJ manager, is an art performance.
Maybe we can bring him.
He can play at your event.
Yeah, we can bring him and make deals, and who knows?
Yeah, but this is like, but to do that, you either need to reach to a very high point of your life that you're saying, okay, I want to do something fun for myself where I enjoy. It can be anything.
Andrew, you said, my charisma is my gift and my enemy. When did it become a trap?
Yeah, explaining what I meant by it. So, right now, by the way, at this interview, I'm the less charismatic and less. If you saw some of my other interviews, when you build, you're attacking. You're in the mode of animal. You're charismatic. You're like a magnet. Everybody will follow you. Mm-hmm. When you defend, okay, and you lose some games. Of course, you're losing from that, but. You're losing from this charisma. And why charisma can be an enemy? Because sometimes when you attack and you're saying, you remember Jeanne d'Arc?
No.
Right? So her charisma led other men for the death.
That's correct.
And so many people died because of her. Mm-hmm. Because her charisma was so powerful. It was a bless to lead the French army, but she did a lot of mistakes. And if you remember the movie, I remember this scene that she stands, and there are so many dead people beneath her. I remember that I was really young when I saw the movie, and there are so many dead people underneath her. So she, with her charisma, created so much death in the world. So charisma can become a very destruction as well if you're doing mistakes.
What about you? What did you mean?
I think
in your life, in your case, yeah.
Yeah, listen, my group raised $300 million, okay, and we built huge companies. We bought companies. We did bad deals. We did good deals. We did. I think people continue following. It's like there is, like I guess you asked me before if I did some mistakes. I didn't do mistakes. The group will go eventually public. It will become very successful. Okay, and we are in the right path. And with every day we're getting bigger and bigger deals. We're now in our banking infrastructure. We're now getting to we're already in $100 million of each deal. Mm-hmm. there are other areas where I lost the games, but I think my charisma brought me to raise too much capital, where I didn't need so much capital. I should have raised less capital.
Wow, but this is a talent, you know, to be able to reach that much capital that you don't need.
Yes, but capital bring eventually. Sometimes the easiest way to solve a problem is bringing capital.
That's correct.
It's meaning that I chose many times an easier way to solve problems than to go and fire people or close companies.
I see.
Or admit that's a loss. So that part was immature, and I matured to the stage where today I am definitely saying, here I'm not putting any more money. Here, close. So that takes time. But when you're going, you're sure you're right. You cannot be wrong. You're always right. And this is charisma. This charisma, and then you feel that. The surroundings feeling it. Wiser and more mature person already in the business. One of his is when he know how to do what not to do. You need to have at least not what to do, but what not to do.
Both. Then you
what
become
to
more
do,
effective.
you know. This is where your charisma, this is where your focus. It's easy. Write your things, what you not to do. When you're on the top, when you're climb high.
What would you say about top 3 things not to do right now for yourself, in your business, in your life? Top 3. 1, 2, 3.
Don't drag people where you're going, that you know that the outcome for them will be bad, because you're going to ruin the relationship, and you'll get bad vibe.
Got it.
Even if you have some gain, don't drag people into deals that they will have a lose eventually.
Good. The second?
Don't, in the family, I think, don't ignore, don't delay or ignore problems, solve them. Any problem can be, I don't know, not enough attention to your kid, I don't know, not enough attention to family time, or different things.
Got it.
Yeah. So I think, and the third, don't put yourself in the lowest priority, because if you becoming unhappy in the big ecosystem structure when you are on the top, the entire DNA of everything will start being very bad, because they will feel your energy and they will feel your charisma can become both ways. Can be people follow you, but if you're starting to be destructive,
it's going to influence people as well.
They will feel it. Yeah. And
thank you.
So you need to be always in a good place, emotionally and stable, and not uncertainty. So it's very important to keep yourself if you want other people to rely on you.
So let's speak about burnout, war in 2023, investor difficulties and debts. Did you ever consider to disappear or starting something new? How did you find this courage to not give up?
No, I don't think it's even been a little bit on my mind. I feel not start. You're in the middle of the game. You finish something, you end something. You're not jumping from the ship. There's problems. You solve the problems. And you're trying to make the maximum for everyone, and you're not going to do mistakes.
Yeah.
So this is part of the game. So you never jump and change. You know you have problems in your family, you don't jump and start a new family. You continue, and if there's no other choice, but I don't know, close the company or divorce, only then you are basically making, that's it, okay, the game is over.
Seems like you're a very good captain, and you definitely know how to play the different games.
I think I'm very responsible and putting, because people trust and rely on you. And this is, if you're putting that higher than yourself personal, that is what, I think that is what makes basically you continue and push. And this is what makes success eventually. When you start putting yourself in front of interests of others, then this will be a very small game and you go aside.
I got it.
You'll lose in that. It's a temper. It's like in the beginning you can jump, you can run, close the deal, take some money, disappear.
I got it.
If you did that, it's very short, it's not long. You're not building big things like this.
You just mentioned success. I want to ask you, what did you sacrifice to have this success, you know? What people never see, what is behind those curtain of success?
First of all, you always think success. I think success is very, it's a big word.
Abstract, very abstract definition.
There is success of being Elon Musk. There is a success of being a great father. Okay.
For sure, this is what I mean.
And I think success, and there is managed to build big companies. For somebody, success is managing to build big family. For somebody, is to becoming a world champion in swimming.
Correct. Absolutely.
So different goals. I think success need to be measured in were you successful in the games they played? What was the final outcome of the games? And did you even start the games? Or many people are successful, but they don't start any big games.
Yeah.
So they're successful in having a nice pizza shop, and they're very successful in their pizza shop. So I think success. So what was the question once again? What
you needed to sacrifice?
Sacrifice.
Yeah. To feel yourself successful, exactly as you said. It might be business, might be private life, might be whatever.
Time. You always sacrifice times and your nerve system. That's it. Nerve system and time.
I feel you.
Yeah. Nerve system. This is you see a lot of white hair. At the young age, it's meaning your nerve system. You experience a lot of very, very, very hard point when you needed to make decisions and hard decisions, and about losing everything about it. So that's life.
Andrey, but what do you think all those successful, successful people, what is unites them?
Resilience.
Resilience. Got
Only
it.
Resilience.
Got it.
Thousands of difficult points and difficult decision making. If you know how to overcome and the pain, the uncertainty, and this resilience, basically, in a way, it's always somehow becoming okay. I don't know why, but it's always somehow the world finding himself.
Yeah.
So if not that happens, something else will happen. And then if this will happen, this will not happen, maybe this will happen, okay? The world eventually bring everything to the right place.
Oh yes, you know, even by myself, sometimes you don't see what is waiting for you in the future. You just make it step by step, and then suddenly something happens. Exactly, the person comes to your life, or sudden events, or whatever, which brings you these new opportunities, this success, as we call it, or new paths that you follow. Let's continue. You said every entrepreneur is riding their own trauma. What is yours?
Every entrepreneur is riding what?
Riding their own trauma.
Drama.
Trauma.
Trauma. Yeah. I think, like I said, being an entrepreneur, you need to orchestrate so many difficult points. You have your family, you have your business, your clients, your banks, your investors, you have employees. You know, each one of these points have a lot of decision making, emotional giving, which you need to give, stress level. Investors are angry. The employees want to resign. your wife saying, what are you doing? Go and find some normal job. And we've been living like in this nightmare for the last 10 years. So many stress, and you are there by yourself.
Yeah.
When you are there by yourself, you are in trauma because you need to deal with it by yourself. So usually when people in normal life, like hiring a psychologist, right? And you're failing, and you all the time feeling that you're failing. That everything you did, you fail. Because you did here, but you fail. You fail. You always have, sometimes you sold the company, you succeeded. But then
again, you have to keep rolling other.
You need now, okay, so what I'm doing from here, I'm doing next. Okay, you're starting to invest and you're starting to fail once again. So you're starting to burn the money that you made. So suddenly you're becoming very, so look at Justin Bieber right now, right?
Oh.
Yeah, super successful, a lot of money, all the glory. Suddenly, few wrong decisions, boom, the money, I don't know what's happening with your personal money, but I think he's still very wealthy. But you're starting to fall, and that's creating a very stressful. Now, each one of our brains are different. Somebody can be, so I just burned $200 million on something. That's life. I'm continuing. Okay.
I got
Somebody would say, "I burned $200 million."
Yeah, and for them it's going to be a tragedy.
And that's it. This is, he cannot stand even after that. Okay, it's like that's it. It will kill him and eat him. So this, it all depends how you treating with this trauma, or you have some people to talk with, or what do you do next? How do you getting out of that? And there are people who are not getting out, and there are people who are getting out, like in every post-trauma syndrome.
That's right. And I want to know, how do you manage with your darkness side of you? What methods do you use?
So I said, balance of personal health and wealth, it's important. You have layers where you're leaning on a security layer, it's important. Then you have a layer of social layer, it's important. So friends, security, that if you even fall down, like there's a level how deep you can fall down. So you still have friends, you still have family, you have your health. So the lowest level, it's health, right? If you lose your health,
yes.
So what's the point? It's like everything doesn't matter. So even security doesn't matter because you're going to be.
But how do you manage it by yourself, without help of?
You just need to lean on these different levels of Maslow.
Okay.
Pyramid that you're just leaning on, saying, okay, even if you fell from that to here, okay, I wanted to become a billionaire, but I'm only a millionaire, but I'm still a millionaire.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, I still managed to build this. It's fine, but you need to lean on the achievements that you achieved. Still have something. You are still. The biggest problem in men's life comes in their 40s, because in the 40s you're in transition period. You still have a lot of time, but you're starting to worry. But this is my last chapter where I am. It's like, how many more chapters do I have? I need to follow. Like, how do I get? And actually, you're starting to think about all this. So this is the moments that you're a little bit more. In your 50s, you're much more stressed already because this is your.
There is less time left.
Less time.
Yeah.
What have I achieved? This is the time that you need already to realize who you are and your reality. If you're still thinking of living in the dreams and you're not accepting your reality, it will be really bad.
Got it. But Andrew, what would you suggest?
People for that age already should have achieved like family.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to ask.
Basic things, right? So don't think about material things. So focus on the things that we are capable to achieve, not necessarily material, but actually family. Big family is connected to material, to wealth as well.
Yeah, it's all about energy.
No,
and support.
It's difficult to build very big families if you don't have the wealth to support it, right?
Of course.
So it's all connected. Men's life is very stressful, but eventually it's somehow balancing. Okay, so you need to go and achieve something, create something. Achieving something, create something. So like this.
Got it. Andrew, you became philanthropist and you built a free IT school for Israeli veterans. So Yes.
That means
Yes.
I didn't become yet philanthropist. I did some philanthropic projects from my IT school where we would donate IT education.
Yeah. For
To
veterans.
post-trauma. Most of them are veterans, but post-trauma soldiers.
Yeah.
Not necessarily soldiers, girl soldiers, different people. So we donate to give purpose to life.
Yeah.
When to become happy, you need two things in your life: community and purpose.
What is
And small
behind
wins.
your actions? Why did you do it? Is it like something spiritual to you? Do you believe in karma, in mission, in soul?
I definitely believe in karma and in karma, but I think, as I said, if you give, you'll get. You'll get, but not. I'll give you $1. I need the equity value of $1, right?
Yeah.
I give, maybe I get zero, but I believe in that there's circles of. Plus, you get a lot of energy by giving. This is by itself. By the way, in Judaism, even if you get a lot of energy and good feeling, it's already you're not a true philanthropist because you were seeking of getting something emotional by giving.
Got it. And also, I know that you went into into wellness and health, and you invested into tea production company. So why did you go into that as well? Like, what is so much different?
It's actually by coincidence. I didn't want to invest in tech with my personal anymore because I have so much exposure in tech in my group. So I decided to invest in things that I enjoy, like clubs, restaurants,
green tea,
and food. Food, but type of food. Like I can enjoy. We all drink, and drinks are everywhere. But I wanted to invest in green drinks, basically. So green tea, mixtures of cocktails, and based on green tea, on different mocktails that we made. We have over 50 different products. Yeah, and becoming super popular, like better than coffee.
Yeah, so it just makes you happy.
Yeah, and brings a lot of joy and health into this world as well. So why not?
Good one. Andrey, if you need to start from the beginning, from the zero, for example, what would you do? Without connections, without networking, no capital, where would you begin?
First of all, develop skill. If I don't have any connection of knowledge, no nothing, starting from the beginning, I would have, depends how old I am. If I'm my age right now, and I need to start everything from the beginning, I would definitely will go where I still have some more advantage, knowledge advantage. Take once again a position in some organization and grow up in the organization. When you're growing up in the ecosystem, opportunities coming by. Opportunities will not come by sitting at home. And sitting at home, you can be already in operational mode. It's fine. You can do, maybe you are a designer, so you design from home. But if you want to evolve, you need an ecosystem of opportunities. And for that, matters. You need to be inside the organization. You cannot be outside the organization. Everything is moving between organizations. Organizations don't come to a non-organization and create an opportunity.
Got it.
Unless you're in the gym or in some
social place.
Social place, but that is like, I don't know, shooting like this. This is the chance you're going to hit something. Even my path started from, I had a network. I was doing some middleman deals, but my growth started when I put myself inside the vice president as a bank.
Got it.
Only then my growth started. So you need to go and position yourself somewhere inside the organization. And if you're talented and you're a high achiever, hard worker, going to do same sacrificing, people will see that and will appreciate it and will pull you up to higher positions. Higher positions will bring you more responsibility, more opportunities. You want to establish once again something, take your team and go and establish something. Spin-offs and
Got it.
Yeah.
So, you are a husband and a father. Who are you when you are staying alone with yourself?
Who am I?
And when nobody is watching you?
I think we are all the same. We are kids. We're kids. We just want to have some fun, and can be going with some friends to play tennis, football, parties, and you become a kid when you're not. Basically, you're saying, okay, I'm here on vacation, so I'm a kid.
Yeah, but
you wanna play, and that's it.
But if you are not, for example, with friends, or if you are not in social places, like, do you ever feel alone, you know? And if yes, how do you cope with that? Because right now our world is actually lonely, even though we have all social medias, all social clubs and everything, but there is moments in life. Agree.
I think it's easy not to be lonely. We're all lonely all the time. I think CEOs lonely by definition because they're in the middle of all this chaos. And they need to figure out how it's all going to work. Not to be lonely, it's easy. Go and find yourself especially if you have achieved many things that people want to be near you. So it's quite easy to find yourself to hang around with. I think loneliness, it's a good place sometimes to be, because when you're not alone, you're in a lot of noise and a lot of responsibility. You need to solve problems and so on. Here you're not alone. Mm-hmm. So sometimes that's a good balance to find yourself, to disconnect, going to sometimes to be with yourself, sometimes to be with friends, which is giving you without taking. And here in the business, in the family, this is where you are basically getting the energy from here and returning here.
Okay, gotcha. And what is love to you? How did you know that your wife was the one?
We met 13 years ago on Facebook. I think it's
wow, on social media.
No, actually, I knew that we're going. Like I came, we were talking like 2 months on Facebook and then 2 months on Skype, and then I came, met her for the first time in Moscow. And I said, okay, I'm moving to Moscow. So you never know. I think it's about timing. Mm-hmm. At some point, we just wanted to have a family, and I was at the right age. She was at the right age.
Was right moment, right place, right person.
Yeah, falling in love, it's a contextual thing, okay, of timing, right emotions, and you're in the right energy mode. When you are if you're in depressed mode, it's difficult to fall in love if you think about it. I know some friends that have post-trauma, and they found love, and actually love saved them from suiciding, and so. But this is like a different type of what we imagine, but maybe it can be strong. I seriously, I don't know what is. I think love is more about what you're feeling, as I said, as a context of time and your personal who you are at that moment of time.
Got it.
With the soldiers, remember that even with soldiers, it can be. I can feel at this moment so much love for this person, and the next day I can feel very close to him, but different emotion, right? Different emotion. So emotion is a very contextual of timing and the place.
Mm-hmm. And what do you value in women?
Understanding. Understanding is very important, and being flexible to anything. Like the situation can change, and be able to change with the situation. Mm-hmm. And flexibility, understanding. This is very important, and creating comfort zone. Where you're returning, you're in comfort zone. If you're not in comfort zone, you don't want to return to this place. So women, if they're thinking about themselves, they will not give you comfort zone. If they're thinking about you and the whole of the family, they will create a comfort zone, even that is not coming in their favor. This is we see that and we appreciate it. People who don't see that and don't appreciate this, there's something wrong with them. But in general, I think this is that's the main thing what I would say. That all the rest, the looks comes and goes, and it can come back as well. And love, passion. This is all temporary things. Solid things are understanding, flexibility, and comfort, and creation of zone where I'm feeling comfortable and secure.
Got it. And you have the son. And what is the most powerful advice you gave to your son? And do you have maybe any values that you want your son to have right now, in the future? Like, you know, any
Responsibility.
advice? Okay.
Take responsibility. You see a problem, don't run away from a problem, go and solve the problem. People will admire, and this is where people being attractive to you.
And what is the best maybe advice that parents gave to you? As
My parents?
generations, yeah.
No, actually, I don't know. Like my father once said it in don't adjust yourself to any group of people. If I remember something, adjust yourself. Don't think yourself higher than others. Like if you're with simple people, act simple. If you're high society, act accordingly. So you need to be everywhere local. This is how I build my group. It's basically it cannot be Israeli or Russian in England. You need to be British in England. And you need to have a CEO, you need to be local. And if you're not local, make yourself local. Not by making yourself local, by putting the right people to front you to be local.
Mm-hmm. And Andrey, do you think you want to have more kids in your life?
Of course, you need to have more kids. I have to have more kids. It's like this is but it's also come natural. If you have nothing to give to them and you're thinking about yourself, this is then you shouldn't have kids. Mm-hmm. It's meaning that somebody didn't give you the right sign yet. Maybe you'll mature later on, but when you have a lot of to give to them already, not wealth, like knowledge. Mm-hmm. And you can so this is the time to start making this, and then the world will give you the signs. You want kids now.
Okay, thank you.
Then you'll be pushed to that.
Good. Right now we have a couple of closing questions. Andrey, if you had to spend 1 billion in one day, how would you spend it?
1 billion spend?
Yeah, like in one day, you have to spend it. For what would you spend it?
1 billion?
Yeah, it could be anything in terms of business, funds, supporting people, stopping wars.
Spend or on like you need to the money will disappear?
Yeah, you can spend it for whatever you want. You can invest it. You can buy something. You can give to people. You can, I don't know, give your family, friends, divide it.
Put in many funds. Divide them, that some of these funds will be philanthropic funds and some of these funds will be, and then you basically give this money to smart people who's managing this money, and they will do it in the highest efficient way, and that's it. There's no other way to spend $1 billion. Okay. Definitely not in self-consumption. Like in self-consumption, how much, I don't know, you don't need any more money. I'm
asking this question every single person, and everybody have an absolutely different answer, so that's why I'm interested.
I'll give it to fund the funds, because I think this is money, it's a value creation of someone, somewhere. If I got somebody's value creation, I have two ways. I can destroy it, buy myself fancy things which I don't need. I got it. Or I can multiply it, okay, or I can create value for some other people. So if I'm giving to fund the funds and just saying I want value creation funds and then philanthropic funds, I got it. It's just will create balance. Yeah. So there will be more money created and more money spilled here, and then 20% of all the create, and basically the principles always stay the same, but everything that the principles say is putting into philanthropy. Got it.
Thank you. What is one book that changed your life?
Book? I'm not a big book reader.
Movie, book, whatever. Advice?
Unfortunately, I am not a big book reader. Movie that changed my life. Wow, it's difficult right now I need to think about it.
Okay, we can add it, on top of this video. And what is your mission in life? Do you have a mission?
It's also a difficult question. I don't think I have a mission. I think my mission here is eventually, as a human being, is to create the next generation better, smarter than me. And that's as a human being. As me personally, as Andrey, the guy who built it myself and got myself to this point of life, I think it's not to let people down, and with any that somebody gave me a present of charisma and leading and convincing people to follow me. So my mission is now not to use that in the wrong way where I will let people down, but basically by not letting people down and bring to the right point with anything I start. And tomorrow I can start many things. But
got it.
In general, it's creation, basically. Because anything I'll start, it will be the creation of life as a human being, or creation of other things, and many things which I have today.
Thank you. When you die, what you want to be remembered for?
I think for someone who basically didn't thought was there for other people, and basically many people further themselves, improve themselves by knowing me. This would be a great gift. Basically, if I took one person and put it here, another person you got here because of me, that will be, it can be my kids, it can be my friends, it can be my employees, my CEOs, that they used me as to get higher. You know, said, oh, okay, this was Andrey there in the beginning of my path.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Andrey, if this chapter of your life had a title, what would that be?
Last chapter, I think the last 2-3 years, when I got struggled with a lot of business problems, cash flows, investors, more, I think it will be, I needed to learn something. You cannot just fly high. You don't learn anything by just succeeding. So I needed to have some knowledge, and this is the education part.
How would you call it?
Resilience and responsibility. This is the
Got
words
it.
that I've been
It's a good one.
Chapter resilience and responsibility. You start something, get it to the end, successful, maximize everything, but there will be a lot of pain during, because the unknowing, this is what makes you in stress all the time. That when you don't know what will be the outcome, and there are so many things that can go wrong. And
to know your game is the key, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and the last but not least, what would you want to say to people who right now watching this episode, and what you want them maybe to feel?
So different chapters, look at your life as chapters, as a book. Play different, in different phase, in different roles. Just know that every phase is finished, and new phase is starting. So there'll be successfuls, you'll be down, then it'll be flat, then it'll be maybe like this. So you don't know, and then maybe you're just changing and you're starting new paths. So life is it's really, the more chapters you take with you into your adult life, the more interesting you become, the more interesting life you had. And I think this is the purpose of life eventually. Get a lot of chapters and then do a lot of creation. Think about creation, not consumption. This is when kids, it's creation. Businesses, creation. Anything that you initiate is creation. So create more, less consume. And if you have some hobbies, like you said, hobbies for consumption, it's fine. But this is for you. Everybody has different hobbies.
Thank you very much. It was honest, it was truthful, and I'm happy to know more about you in this way today.
Thank you.
Thank you.